Good morning to all, and to all good morning. We will be doing some mulching. So, lots to do, lots on the agenda. I'm getting the truck actually loaded up right now with some trash from the house. Then we'll take that trash out, go from the trash place to Ace Hardware because I actually need to get myself a pitchfork. Pitchforks are gonna be the key, the name of the game to finish this job right. But the main agenda for today is to get this mulching done. So along the way, I will be sharing some tips and tricks on mulching, how to get mulching done in the best way possible. Garden's looking good this morning. You can see a little bit of snow left. That's pretty. I'm just letting these guys last as long as they want to. Yeah, nice and frosty-ish. Nice and frosty. Ooh, pumpkin got a little cold last night. Man, I need to start putting her in the garage. Alright. Definitely can't do a mulch job without pumpkin. Alright, the back of the truck has been cleaned out. Now we're headed this way, gonna pick up some mulch. All kinds of mulch. All kinds of mulch. Look at all that stuff. Some good mulch up in here. Red mulch, black mulch, brown mulch. There it is. Thanks, buddy. Guess what I just got? I just got myself a nice, brand new pitchfork. These things are the way to go. If you're moving any type of mulch, any amount of mulch, get a pitchfork that's like 1.5 feet wide. Not the little guys, and not shovels. That is the way to go. It's gonna really move some material. Second item on the list that I got was, boom, post hole diggers. I have some at home, but they're not really that great. So these guys, since they're so heavy, this whole thing is metal. That was another awesome Gardenguy addition. And last but not least, we got, ta-da! We got a fencing tool. This is one of the best tools, I think, invented ever. It can grab, it can pry with this part, you can hammer, and can cut on both sides, and grab right here. I mean, super awesome tool for doing anything with wire. As I've said before, I always try to buy tools that are really gonna last. You know, they're high quality. So these tools I'm getting from Elder's Ace Hardware here are really good quality. I mean, they're gonna serve me for quite a while if I take care of them. Y'all, we are here, and the first step whenever you're mulching is you really want to clear the beds of all the debris you don't want there, all the dead material you don't want there. Like, see these guys here? These hostas. I'm just gonna come in and do a simple pop, popping those off, just cleaning it up, and yep. And I'm also gonna pull this other. I'll also be pulling the dead leaves out, just to keep it clean. And then by the end there, it's all ready for mulch. Mulch will go right up on top of there, and then the new leaves will come out next spring, just popping up through the mulch. See this right here? This is a nettle, and that is what you call a perennial weed. So the root is going down pretty far. Let me see if I can pull it out. There you go. It's a perennial weed for sure. Okay, yeah, I got it all. See how long that is? It's a pretty long root. A lot of times you can tell if a weed is perennial based off of how big its root is. If the roots go laterally, then usually it's more of an annual. Like, see this guy right here, this wood sorrel right here, this is an annual. So it's propagated by seed every year. And I can pull these up, but really they're not going to come back from those roots. So sometimes if a whole bed is just covered with a bunch of annual weeds, I'll go through and weed eat everything down, blow everything off because it has seeds in it, and then I will put a thick layer of mulch right on top of all that. But like for these perennial weeds right here, I'm pulling these out because I don't want them to come back from the root next spring. First step is I'm going to go through all the beds, cleaning out what I can, blowing out the leaves, and then we'll bring the mulch. Anytime you're mulching, y'all, you're gonna have mulch, what I call mulch spillover. So you have weeds here, of course, but see how the edge of the driveway comes through here? Well, mulch really tends to kind of fall towards the driveway. So what I like to do is come in with a shovel and just cut in the whole way up. So as I cut in, it's gonna leave a lip right here. Let me show you real quick. You can see this is cut in, and what's going to happen is I'll come back in and blow this all back in before I bring in the mulch. So blow this back in, blow out this trench, so that when I bring in the mulch falls into this hole right here. Can you see that? See that lip right here? It's about an inch, but the mulch will fall in right there, and it looks nice and clean, and it also makes the mulch on the edges of your landscape thicker, which will help prevent weeds from infiltrating from concrete or from grass. Alrighty then, let's One of the tricks of the landscaping trade is to always fill your wheelbarrow up where it's completely full. Because every scoop that you scoop, you don't have to come back and scoop. There's one last scoop to scoop. You know what I'm saying? I do declare, pumpkin is full. Oh yeah, first one. When you're mulching, you always go to the furthest point and dump instead of starting on the edge, because then you'll be running over your own mulch. Go to the furthest point and then you work your way backwards. I'm going to go ahead and use the other excess material that I've got, bring it over and fill in any divots or holes. It's a good time to do a little bit of grading work, and also to do any planting if you have any planting left. And then that is just going to save you a step, so that it's all looking really nice and spiffy and clean. By the time you finish cleaning everything up, put that mulch back on top. The mulch is really the finishing touch to make everything look nice and finished. The best tool for moving any soil is going to be your hard rake, not a soft rake. Soft rake is for finishing touches. Folks, 2 yards offloaded. Let's go and get some more. Someday, when I have the money to invest, I'm going to invest in a trailer. But until then, gotta make do with what you got. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. We're back here with the second load, and like I said, I'm really not concerned about the annual weeds, because this is the end of the season. They've already produced their seeds if they're gonna produce them, and I'm not gonna worry about trying to get those roots out, because those roots are not gonna grow any plants in the future. So they're just gonna grow a little bit and then die. But I am concerned about the perennials. I'm just scouring through this landscape right here. This bed has a lot of weeds in it, but most of them are actually this this chickweed stuff, and that is not going to come back from the root. So I'm going to just leave the chickweed, not worry about it. But all this nettle and the other, like dandelion and other weeds, I'll pull those out, and then we'll be ready to throw the mulch down. Y'all might remember this landscape. Remember that? The pretty tree, most of the leaves have fallen now. But yeah, we have the soil there and compost, and now we're just gonna top it off with some mulch. I'm also gonna add some mulch to these raised beds. They'll appreciate it too. It's just hardwood mulch. I wouldn't put dyed mulch. I don't like the idea of any dyes in your landscapes where you're gonna eat food from there. But for these guys, it's just hardwood mulch that's been ground up. So it's neat, leaves, needles, twigs, bark, you know, wood. So that'll be fine. I'm just gonna sprinkle it in around the plants, and then in the spring we'll probably do another round of mulch just to lock in those nutrients. We've got mulch placed all around. I'm running out of daylight, so I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow. We'll intersperse this mulch in between the rocks, and that bed is done. This bed's done with the mulch. Gonna take this brush away, and as you can see, we've got some more mulch here. Finish this front bed. This here wood is gonna be used tomorrow. I didn't have the time today, but tomorrow we're coming back to do that grapevine trellis. It's going right here, and across there we'll be also transplanting those grapes. So tomorrow is going to be a grape transplanting day and mulch spreading day. The owner made these right here. All she did was just stick these in the ground and then put these are actually birch limbs, put them through, and the pressure keeps it there. And it's just a nice little addition to the landscape. Here, ready to be spread for tomorrow. All around there, all through there has mulch. Folks, I am tired, ready to go home, eat some good food, get warm, and then do it again tomorrow. Have some more fun tomorrow. We learned a little bit about mulching today, and tomorrow I'm excited to say that we'll be learning about grapevine trellises. Y'all, thanks for watching. See you next time.